Is the divorce rumors true? Please don't.
Why they acting what they get
Oh,
from?
yeah,
Where did y'all hit that?
Come on. Let's see. Let's react that.
Where y'all get that from? Tell me. That said something like that. Okay. But where did y'all get the divorce rumors from? Is that going around on the blog or something? Like that they're praying for y'all to stay in love forever together. Give me the tea. Put the link in. Put the link. Drop the link. Oh, they say they like my new man. Here you go, y'all. They say they like my new man. Don't like him too much, okay? Okay.
Yo, she said don't like him too much.
They say y'all coming out here with the negative energy. Yeah, we're not worried about it, but we just want to know exactly where they got those rumors from that they were divorcing. No, we're actually here on vacation as we do every year. No divorce, love is with them. Yes, absolutely.
Y'all, this is getting crazy. The internet is in shambles right now over these divorce rumors about Yandy, and M's fans are losing it. The drama just keeps getting messier, but hold on, because Yandy just sat down for an emotional conversation to set the record straight. And let me tell you, it did not go as planned. Just when we thought we had the full story, boom, an unexpected guest comes in and drops bombshell claims that could change everything. So, what's really going on? Are Yandy and Mendeecees done for good? Or is there more to this story? Let's get into it. Alright, hold on tight because we got some real drama unfolding right now. Fans have been going crazy with rumors about Yandy Smith and Mendeecees Harris. Rumors that have been buzzing all over social media, leaving fans wondering if their favorite couple is finally calling it quits. The truth? We don't know yet. But the whispers and drama surrounding these two have never been louder. So, what's going on behind closed doors? Yandy just broke her silence and finally spoke out about the situation that's been tearing everyone's emotions apart. And let me tell you, this interview, this conversation, it was loaded with tension, raw emotion, and a shocking revelation or two. You could literally feel the unease as she started talking. There was a certain vulnerability in her voice that made you question what was really happening between her and Mendeecees. The moment Yandy started speaking, you could see her struggle to hold it all together. You could tell she had been holding back. Emotions had clearly been building up for weeks. And in an attempt to clear the air, she said something that immediately caught our attention. The rumors of our divorce, they're not true, she said, and as she spoke those words, there was a mix of relief and uncertainty in her eyes, but here's the kicker. She didn't seem as confident as one might expect from someone who's supposed to be defending their relationship. Now, what does that tell us? It could be fear, anger, or just pure exhaustion. Yandy's tone was calm, but there was something about the way she hesitated before denying the divorce rumors that made everyone listening pause. Was she really trying to convince herself, or us? But here's where it gets really juicy. Yandy didn't just stop at denying the divorce. No. She went further and admitted that things between her and Mendeecees hadn't been smooth sailing for a while now. Months. Actually, she didn't go into full detail, but she mentioned that Mendeecees had become more distant recently. And honestly, that's the kind of thing that raises eyebrows. You know how it goes. When couples start drifting apart, it's usually a sign that something bigger is happening. The spark starts to fade, and what was once a solid foundation begins to feel shaky. So, Yandy opened up a little more and said, "He's been distant. We've been having some struggles." And just like that, you could feel the tension in the air. This wasn't just another relationship rough patch. Something was brewing behind those words. Something much deeper. And then, just when we thought we were getting somewhere, Yandy dropped the bombshell that left everyone shocked. She revealed that, despite everything, Mendeecees wasn't the one to leave first. In fact, it was her. Yes, Yandy admitted that she was the one who tried to walk away from the relationship, but don't get it twisted. She wasn't doing it because she didn't care about him. No. According to Yandy, it was because she couldn't handle the emotional strain anymore. "I love him, but I also have to take care of myself," Yandy said, her voice shaking. You could tell it wasn't easy for her to say those words. It wasn't an easy thing to admit, especially in front of the cameras with millions of people watching, but let's be real. How many of us have been there? In a relationship where you're trying to hold things together, but your heart is telling you that something's not right. But here's where things get complicated. Y'all, even after Yandy admitted that she was the one who tried to leave, she still said she wanted to work things out. That's the thing about relationships, though, right? Sometimes you reach a breaking point, but instead of walking away for good, you try to rebuild. You try to find a way to fix what's broken, but let's not forget about Mendeecees here. Yandy made it clear that he hadn't been actively trying to fix things either. In fact, his behavior had been confusing. To say the least, she said that instead of communicating or showing an effort to make things better, Mendeecees was pulling back, creating even more distance between them. That lack of effort was one of the things that made Yandy question everything, and as if this wasn't enough, Yandy said, "He told me he needed time to think, and that's when I realized. I don't even know who I'm married to anymore." WOW'd this point. Fans watching had to be wondering, what is going on with these two? How did it get this far? Where's the trust? Where's the connection? But hold on tight, because this isn't where the story ends. Oh no, not by a long shot. There's another major player in this story, and their involvement is about to turn everything upside down. Alright, buckle up, because now we're diving into the real mess. The plot thickens, and let me tell you, nothing is what it seems. So, remember how Yandy was trying to explain her side of things, right? She had been pulling at our emotional strings, revealing her heart, but here's where things take a turn, and I'm telling you, it's wild. You see, the moment Yandy tried to open up, things didn't go the way she expected. She was vulnerable, yes, but what happened next? The other side of this drama came rushing in like a storm. You know who I'm talking about. Mendeecees now. Remember how Yandy was saying Mendeecees had become emotionally distant? Well, that emotional distance, it didn't just happen overnight. This was a pattern of silence and avoidance, and it was starting to eat away at their relationship. And here's where things get a little murky. While Yandy was spilling her guts about wanting to make it work, Mendeecees was doing something totally unexpected. He wasn't confronting the issues head-on. He wasn't asking for answers. He wasn't even trying to have the tough conversations. Instead, he went on radio silence. Imagine this. Days would pass without a word, and it's not like Yandy wasn't trying to reach out. She was calling. She was texting, but guess what? Nothing. No response. No communication, and that's when she finally hit a wall. But it wasn't just the silence that drove Yandy crazy. It was the little things. The subtle signs that something bigger was going on. She started noticing that Mendeecees was being secretive. He'd get these late-night phone calls, and every time she asked who it was, he'd brush it off. When she tried to talk about their future, he would change the subject or shut her down, and that made her feel crazy. But here's where things take a wild twist, because the silence didn't just affect Yandy. It seemed to have affected Mendeecees too, in a way that we're still trying to fully understand. The insider information that's now coming out paints a picture just as complicated as the divorce rumors themselves. Apparently, Mendeecees wasn't as cold as he was letting on. Oh no. He was struggling in his own way. Sources close to Mendeecees revealed that he had actually been dealing with his own personal battles that he wasn't ready to share with anyone, especially not Yandy. He felt that his identity was being overshadowed by the public image that Yandy had built for him. He was tired of playing the role of the perfect husband when, behind the scenes, things were far from perfect. And that's where things get even messier, because while Mendeecees was grappling with his own feelings of being inadequate and misunderstood, Yandy was feeling more isolated than ever. She was caught in a battle of her own, an emotionally draining tug-of-war between wanting to hold on to her marriage and questioning whether the fight was even worth it anymore. As you can imagine, fans were losing their minds. They didn't know who to believe anymore. Everyone was questioning the real reason behind Mendeecees' withdrawal. Was it just stress? Was it something deeper? Was he hiding something bigger from the world? Theories started flying. Maybe he's seeing someone else. Maybe he's just tired. Or maybe, just maybe, Yandy isn't the woman he thought she was. But hold on, because we've got another shocking twist that no one saw coming. Apparently, Mendeecees had an old friend, someone close to him, who had been seeing things from a very different angle. According to this source, Mendeecees trusted this person, and they were the ones who allegedly told him that his marriage wasn't the issue. And oh, no, the real problem was much darker. Turns out Mendeecees found out something that shattered his trust in Yandy, and I mean something big, something unforgivable. But here's the thing, his friend wasn't just giving Mendeecees advice. Oh no, this friend was actively encouraging him to walk away, to separate from Yandy for good now, y'all. This is where the drama really intensifies. What could Mendeecees have learned? What could have been so devastating that it caused him to take drastic measures? Was it an affair? Was it something to do with Yandy's finances? Or was it a secret from her past that Mendeecees never saw coming? Now, the plot is thickening, and we're left wondering, are these two really done for good? Or is this just another chapter in a never-ending saga of on-again, off-again drama? But y'all, don't go anywhere just yet because this story isn't over. Oh no, not by a long shot. Stick with us. Because the next part is about to drop the bombshells, the tension is at its peak. Right now, and I'm here to break it all down for you, everything that seemed uncertain before is now spiraling out of control, leaving us all questioning, is this marriage truly over? Or is there still a chance for Yandy and Mendeecees to make it work? So, remember how Mendeecees found out about something unexpected, the shocking revelation that turned his world upside down. Well, let me tell you, it's even worse than anyone could have imagined. Closed sources have been spilling the tea on what really went down, and trust me, this one's a game changer. Turns out Yandy had been keeping something from Mendeecees, a detail about her past that he never saw coming, and when the truth finally surfaced, his entire perception of their relationship shifted. Now, let's get one thing straight. This wasn't just any small misunderstanding. And no, this was huge. It was something Mendeecees couldn't ignore. Something that made him question everything they had built together. So what was it? Well, according to insiders, Yandy had maintained a connection with someone from her past, someone Mendeecees had never been comfortable with, and while Yandy insisted it was nothing serious, Mendeecees wasn't buying it. Apparently, this person had a history with Yandy, and the fact that she had kept that history hidden made things worse. Now, how did Mendeecees find out? That's where things take a wild turn. A third party, someone who had been around long enough to know the real story, decided it was time to speak up. They revealed the truth to Mendeecees, and let me tell you, it hit him hard. Can you even imagine thinking you know your partner inside and out, only to realize there were things left unsaid? That kind of news can break a person, and that's exactly what happened. Mendeecees was stunned, the hurt turned into frustration, and suddenly, all those little doubts that had been creeping up over the years exploded into something bigger. It wasn't just about what was revealed, it was about how long it had been hidden. The confrontation between them? Intense. Mendeecees demanded answers, and for the first time in a long time, Yandy was speechless. She tried to explain, but the damage had already been done, and here's where it gets even more complicated, because in relationships, once trust is shaken, it's hard to rebuild. Yandy wanted to fix things, but Mendeecees, he wasn't sure if he could just move past this. The two of them were left at a crossroads, unsure if they were going to fight for their marriage or let it all fall apart. But hold on, because this story isn't over yet. There's still so much more to unpack, and trust me, this drama is far from settled. So what do you think? Will Yandy and Mendeecees find a way back to each other? Or is this the final breaking point? It's one we'll be keeping a close eye on. What do you think? Can Yandy and Mendeecees overcome this massive betrayal? Or is their relationship truly beyond repair? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you're as hooked on this story as we are. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates, because trust me, we'll be bringing you the latest on this jaw-dropping saga. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video. Scene 1. Yandy's living room, night. The room is dimly lit. Yandy sits on the couch, her phone in her hand, scrolling through social media. Her face is filled with disbelief and sadness as she reads the headlines about her and Mendeecees' rumored divorce. Yandy, whispering to herself, this can't be happening. Why is this happening? She throws the phone on the coffee table and buries her face in her hands, trying to control her breathing. Scene 2. Phone call with Kimbella. Yandy's phone rings. It's Kimbella. She hesitates but answers. Yandy's soft voice, hey. Kimbella. Girl, are you okay? I just saw the news. Yandy, I don't even know what to say. I woke up and suddenly, my whole life is all over the blogs. Kimbella, have you spoken to Mendeecees? Yandy, no. He's not answering my calls. It's like, I don't even know if he's avoiding me or if he's as shocked as I am. Yandy wipes a tear as her voice cracks. Scene 3. Flashback, Yandy and Mendeecees' last conversation. A week earlier, Yandy and Mendeecees are in their bedroom, discussing their future. The atmosphere is tense. Mendeecees, Yandy, I feel like things have been different since I got back. Like, we don't connect the same way anymore. Yandy, we've been through so much. Of course, things feel different, but that doesn't mean we're falling apart. Mendeecees, I just need some time to think. Scene 4. Back to present, Yandy's breakdown. Yandy stands up from the couch and paces around the room, hands on her head. Yandy, to herself, I gave everything to this relationship. I held him down when he was away. I fought for our family, and now this? She walks to a framed picture of her and Mendeecees on their wedding day, picks it up, and stares at it, her hands trembling. Yandy, where did we go wrong? Tears stream down her face as she clutches the picture to her chest. Scene 5. Confrontation with Mendeecees. The front door opens and Mendeecees walks in. Yandy turns, her eyes red and filled with pain. Yandy, so you're finally here? Mendeecees, Yandy, Yandy, don't. Just tell me, is it true? Are we over? Mendeecees looks away, conflicted. Silence fills the room as Yandy's chest rises and falls rapidly. Mendeecees, softly, I never wanted it to come to this. Yandy gasps, her heart shattering as the screen fades to black. Scene 6. Support from friends. Yandy is now sitting in a cafe with her closest friends, Kim, Bella, and Juju, who are trying to console her. Juju. Girl, don't let these blogs get to you. You know how they twist things. Yandy. But what if it's not a twist? What if this is real? I feel like I'm losing him and I don't even know how to stop it. Kimbella, you're strong, Yandy. You've held things down for so long. You need to focus on you right now. Yandy nods but looks uncertain. Scene 7. Mendeecees' perspective. Mendeecees is sitting in his car outside their home, staring at his phone, debating whether to call Yandy. His best friend, Rich, sits beside him. Rich, you gotta talk to her, man. If you let this go too long, she'll start believing it's true. Mendeecees, I just don't know what to say. I never wanted any of this. Rich, then fix it before it's too late. Mendeecees sighs and finally dials Yandy's number. Scene 8. The final confrontation. Yandy's phone rings. She hesitates before answering. Yandy, Mendeecees? Mendeecees. Yandy, I need to see you. We need to talk. The screen fades to black as suspense builds for the next chapter.